I think I hit the jackpot, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Beth with Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties, and today I have a haul video for you. I went to my antique emporium in Glen Flora, Texas, and right next door is a little place called, I believe, Front Porch Market. And it is one gentleman who has a couple of vendors in there. It's a small store, but I found some really great things. And I think it's going to be one of my new honey holes. And I want to share the very few items that I got with you today because I think I hit the jackpot, y'all. But before we get started, as always, let me dip into my gratitude jar and pull out the name of someone who has motivated and inspired me, made me laugh, or just kept me entertained as we go along this journey. All right, let's see. This one's all crumpled up. And it is Jeffrey, Real Nifty Vintage. Oh, I'll put Jeffrey's channel right up here. If you haven't gone over to Jeffrey's channel or watched any of his videos, please do so because he shares a lot of great information with us, takes us on shop-alongs, and even has started vlogging to share some of his experiences as he transforms a new place that he got in order to expand his reseller business. But I just love to watch Jeffrey. He also has live sales on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please go check out Jeffrey's channel, Real Nifty Vintage. So let's get on with the haul. Okay, y'all, I told you I think this is going to be one of my new honey holes, as they call them, because he had a lot of good things in there. Now, it's not as big as the Emporium, and it doesn't take a lot of time to look around, but you kind of have to look in all the little nooks and crannies. But I found a table in the back that had a whole bunch of goodies in it, y'all. I'm not gonna story, but I'm gonna save the best for last, and I'm gonna start with the small things first. The first thing that I found was a little bag. It was just a sandwich bag, and it was full of vintage souvenir state spoons. And growing up, I went to my friends' homes and they would have the little case that had all the spoons in there. And I just thought that was the neatest thing. And I love to take them down and look at them and look at all the things that were designed on them. So I did find, I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some of them are vintage and some of them may be a little bit newer. And I was surprised as I started looking them up to learn a little bit more about them that people are still collecting these souvenir collector spoons. So I want to share the ones that I picked up in this little bag with you today. Now, I don't remember where the price tags are because honestly, I've already taken everything off, washed it, put it in my inventory. But if I can remember how much I paid for something, I will tell you. The first one that I'm going to show you is Colorado. They're only about 3 or 4 inches tall, but I really thought some of these were cool because some of them have a little charm. And this one has a charm of a deer on it. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. And there's Colorado right up here in this part of it. And at the bottom, it has some of the engraving pieces for Colorado, the state. Now, I got my little magnifying glass out to see if I could see a little bit better. It said the Centennial State, Colorado. It has the emblem, it has the shape of the state, and it looks like it has the bird in there. So I thought this one was really cute. Another one that I found, this is New Mexico, and this one does say that on the back, it says Perfection Plate, and it is silver plated. So here's the back. The back says Cameo there, and then this is the front of it. Let me see if I can block the sun that's coming in. This is New Mexico, but I just love the little scallop at the bottom. And I thought this one was really pretty. Another one that I loved was the New Orleans one, or New Orleans. And it has a little trumpet on the top, and it just has in cursive on the bottom, New Orleans there. But it does have a little trumpet at the top. And I know that they are famous for their jazz. And some of them are marked on the bottom as being silver plate. And so I thought that one was cute. Then I found one that said Maryland. And this one does not have a charm. This is one of the newer ones, if we can get it close enough to focus to see. But this is Maryland, and it has all of the things for Maryland on the bottom. This, again, it has the shape of the state. It has it looks like the State Flower, and it looks like some other buildings. But these are a little bit newer, and they're also smaller. So if these are about 3.5 to 4 inches, these are probably only about 2.5 inches. Another newer one that I got was Washington, D.C., U.S. Capitol. It has the Capitol in the red, white, and blue right there. I love the design that was on this one. I think our evening sun is making it hard to see. And then I love the shape, again, on the bottom of this. Now, this one's a little bit taller than the Maryland one. You can see that this one is bigger. Another one with a charm. There were only 2 that had a charm, and this is Virginia, and it's very small. But you can just see that this has the state of Virginia in the middle of the spoon top, and then it has the information about Virginia on the bottom. I know that's hard to see. 2 additional ones. This one just says Cadillac. And I used the magnifying glass to try to see if there was a pattern on the bottom. It just says Williams Brothers, but this one just says Cadillac. So I possibly could use this in one of the jam jars or something, or jelly one that didn't have a spoon. You could use it for that. And the last one is gold. And it looks like this. It's got a little lion on the top. And I learned that this came in a set of either 5 or 6. And they're called sugar or salt spoons. And it is much smaller than anything else, if you can see the base of the spoon. But there were 5 or 6, I think there were 5 in a set. And these are Italian, and they are salt spoons. So I thought that was really interesting. I'm gonna have a sale where it's all about all the places that we could go and visit, like a summer vacation sale. So I will have those available for a live sale closer to the summer. So let's see what else I got. I picked up this beautiful little canister. And now I had never seen the browns and the golds and the greens, but I really liked it. I've already washed these, like I said, and put tags on them for my booth. This is the bottom. The lid does come off, and it is an older tin. It's probably a biscuit or a cookie tin. It does say on the bottom, container made in England. And so I would think it's a biscuit or a cookie tin there, but I love the colors, especially for fall. I loved that. I picked that one up. I think that this one was $3. If I'm not mistaken, this one was $3. And then I was super excited to see this little nugget sitting over in the corner. Do you see it? It is a Fenton blue opalescent hobnail, but it's the creamer. So if you watch my video where I opened friend mail from Dolores at Miss Dam Jewelry, she sent me a little bowl that matches this exactly. So I am keeping this to set inside the little dish. It's a ruffled edge dish that's the same blue opalescent hobnail. And I'm gonna set this right in the middle, and I may put a little air plant, like a little flowing air plant in that, but I just couldn't pass this one up. I had to keep this one. So I really like that one a lot. Something that I found as I was walking out, and it's in his reduced, I think this might have been maybe a quarter, but it is the inside to the book Cinderella. Now it doesn't have the hardcover, but it is a Walt Disney Cinderella book. Some naughty child has colored on it there. And the copyright on this is 1974, right down here. But the reason that I picked this up is I think this would make great junk journaling. Like, look at these vibrant pictures. I think that would be beautiful for junk journaling. I even like the little mice on the front covers and stuff, but I thought the pictures were too good to let go to waste. And so I picked that up. I think it was maybe a quarter, but this is like my favorite part here. Oh, I just love it. Okay, so let me show you what else I got. I will say that I got a box of ephemera from the 1912 to 18. It's all the magazines, that Needlecraft magazine that I had gotten before. Even though I got it on this trip, I still wanted to make sure that I showed it to you. And I want to be able to go through the ephemera with you and show you some of the cool ads. But I got a good many things here, and I wanted to show you those first. So the next thing that I saw were puzzles. And these are Vintage Play School wooden puzzles. This is a 3-piece puzzle that I got that says Bird's Eye Sea. I thought that was sweet. This one is even older, and I did look them up. I can't remember the dates. You can tell by the type of wood. So one of the things that I learned is you can tell by this type of backing of wood. And this is a little bit thicker, and there's this kind of backing of wood. And again, some little child drew on it, but that's what children do. So this one is for my bath. And I thought these would be great in a display, or some people I have been seeing, and I think I saw this on Pinterest, they were taking out the pieces and just using the pieces. But either way, I thought they were pretty neat. Now this is not a play school, this is a SIFO, and I could not find much about it. It is not as old as this style of play school, but it is an older wooden puzzle, and this says, "Wanna ride?" And this is a little sports car. And they each have, what I did learn is that puzzles have an individual number. So the play school puzzle for this one, I'm going to show you in the corner, is 155AN-16. So I'm going to show you that puzzle number there for play school. You can also tell that the font in the word play school is different. And so that also helps age it as well. If they are made of thicker wood with the more cursive font, they are older than they are if they started being made with the press board, and they have the block lettering on them. And then this one has like it's a type of wood, but it's more got some, it's a different texture to it. And I don't know what you call that, but that one is even newer. This is one of the older play schools. It is solid wooden. And this one I thought was super cute. This says "My Stuffed Animals" on it. And so you can tell that the back is straight wood on this. And it has the older font, and it has the number. So I learned something about puzzles this day. The next two puzzles had a little bit of damage to them, and I think I'm going to sell them in a set together for a reduced price, but I just couldn't leave them behind. Now this is a older, but not as old, not the oldest puzzle. And this is a little pig puzzle, but you can see there's a little paint loss right here. Somebody's got some marker right there. But if you are using it just for the pig, or if you're using it as a backdrop, that would be super cute. And then there was a cardboard. This is one of the thicker cardboard puzzles where you would punch it out, use your finger to push through and take the animal out. But these are called inset puzzles. And so I did get two that have the farm feel to those. So I think I'm gonna lot these together and sell those for one price. So I got 6 of those vintage puzzles. And I want to say they were maybe $12 for all of them. So I didn't think that that was too bad at all. So I got a couple of lots. Like I got the spoons in a lot and the puzzles in the lot. And then I found Fairy Lamp Heaven. That's right, y'all. Fairy Lamp Heaven. I didn't actually buy all the fairy lamps that he had, but let me show you the ones that I did get. The first one that I picked up is just because it's very popular. It is this Amberina Bars and Stars, or Stars and Bars. I always get that wrong. Stars and Bars. I think it's Stars and Bars. But I'm going to show you. Here are the stars and here are the bars. And it is in really great condition. These are very heavy. This one is really, really heavy. I think this is Ellie Smith, if I'm not wrong. You guys let me know, but I think this one is Ellie Smith. The other one that I got was one that by the time you see this video, it will already be sold because I am putting it in a March live sale. But it is a green satin glass pagoda fairy lamp. And it does have the little details all the way around, like this. Now this one does have some damage on it. It has a chip right here, and that's because when people take it off, it's pretty thick. And from what I understand, Homeco made this. I saw a couple of these where Homeco was making these. It's not marked Homeco, but when I started looking them up, that's what came up for it, was that it was made by Homeco. So if you look on these pieces right here, it has to sit just right. because that's how it fits down. So as people are trying to get it and they put it down too hard, that's what causes the chip. So we just have to be very careful with those things so that we get it seated just right. But I love the green color, and I'd never found a satin glass or a Pagoda one, so I did pick that up as well. Now, the last fairy lamp, I only got 3. As a matter of fact, y'all, he said that somebody had come in the day before and bought 7. 7 fairy lamps, and one of them was cobalt blue. Annie had a red one. I would have loved to have had the for my 4th of July decor, but alas, I missed it. But I did get one that is white and blue. It's just a newer model of a fairy lamp, and this one is made by Andrea by Sadek, and it's made in the Philippines. And it's kind of like a tea light or fairy lamp, which is what went in the fairy lamps. But I love the little porcelain. Now, I had not seen a porcelain fairy lamp before, but I'm new to finding them in my area. We don't find a lot of fairy lamps here. So I was very surprised and very glad that I was able to find all 3 of these. So I did pick up all 3 of those. And I only have one more item, y'all. But I'm going to be honest, is when I saw it, I could not believe that I saw it. Now, he boxed it up for me, but let me show you what it is. I'm going to try to lift it up without breaking it because I have them on a box here. Are you ready? It's pink Puda Snoodas, y'all. It is a mom and 3 babies. And if you look at mom's face, I feel you, sister. I feel you. It looks like she's got 2 teenagers and a baby. And so they all have the cold paint on their mouth, but they have blue jeweled eyes, the 3 big ones. And this one has the eyes painted on. It does not have a spot for the jewels, but they all have their chains on them. They're all still connected. There's only one piece of damage, and that is that this Puda Snooda has a cropped tail. The tail is broken off right there, as you can see, but that is the only damage to these little poodles. I love the mom's turned up snout and her face there. I think it's this one that's causing the face, but it could be these 2 teenagers. I don't know, but 3 on chains is a really good find, and I was so excited to find these, and these will be up for sale in an upcoming live sale. So make sure that you click that notification bell so that you know when I go live, and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel so that you will be able to interact with us and that you will have a chance to win these 3 Puda Snoodas on a chain. So I told you I didn't get very much, but I think I got some wonderful things. I think that it's a big toss-up for me. I love the poodles because they are all on their chain. Very minimal damage. There's only one little tail broken. I actually didn't notice it at first. It wasn't until I got it home and started trying to clean them up a little bit that I noticed it, and it didn't make me love them any less. And I also love all of the fairy lamps because I love to find things that I know y'all love, and I know that people really love fairy lamps. So I was excited to get to bring those to my live sales for you. So that's all that I got in this haul. It was a productive day. That day that I went, I hit 3 different places, and this is the last of the hauls of those for you. And I think I did really great. So if you like this kind of video and this kind of content where I go and find things of the vintage nature and even antique nature and just some really other cool thrifted finds, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Again, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And if you have friends who enjoy this type of content, please make sure that you share my channel with them as well. And as always, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, y'all stay pretty and be sweet. Bye-bye.